I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Play Patrician 4, Rise of a Dynasty. This is a sea trading game set in the Hanseatic era. We're going to play through the campaign. Just go ahead and set myself up using the same character as my Guild 2 persona. Now let's see here. Let's go with the guy with the awesome bowl cut and goatee. Okay.
Welcome to Lübeck. I am certain you will quickly get settled down in your new town. As your uncle, I will take it upon myself to give you a few tips from time to time. For there is much an aspiring trader such as yourself has to learn in this day and age. The town's most important buildings can all be found near the marketplace. Click on them to perform different actions there. That is also where you will find your counting house. You will also find your convoy anchored in the port. I will contact you later after you have sold your first goods in another city.
Okay, so I'm going to follow along with the tutorial just because. So our first thing to do is actually to turn the speed down to 0. And then we need to come to the market. First I need to select my ship, and then I'll come to the market, and I just need to buy and sell some goods. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that as you buy goods, the price goes up, and that just correlates to supply and demand. Each town has different things that it creates, and you can see by the little gear here what Lübeck makes. It's mostly a salt city, so I'll buy a bunch of that. Wow, I can buy a lot of this before the price changes. Okay, I will do that. Another good thing is beer. So we'll buy a little bit of that. Now you can automate all of this, but early on in the game I'm going to do it manually because there's not a lot here. Aside from just trading, well, actually hemp would be a good thing to get as well. So let's do that. Okay. So aside from just the trading aspect, you are basically trying to become mayor of your town and leader of the whole Hanseatic League, trading guild sort of thing. And the way you do that is by building up your reputation. And you can see that right up here. I am at 25% in Lübeck. The way you raise your reputation usually comes from selling goods that a town needs, and you'll see that here in a minute. But you can also come to like the minister and you can donate, and that'll raise your reputation. You can also build houses and businesses. Now in this town all of these are owned by one guy who's our main rival here, but eventually we can try to sort of compete against him and buy out all of his stuff and basically become the supplier of, well, in this case he's building salt, but we can also do hemp. And as we build our reputation in the guild, let me see, here we go. I can unlock special privileges. So right now I can just build one counting house, which I have, and regular workers' houses. So eventually I will want to get into that, and the city will actually expand. You can see here in the map that we have quite a large area, and so as we build and increase the various things in town here, these walls will move out and just become this huge city. I'm also going to come into this tavern here. Now you see these little icons above. This indicates that there is a quest, and right away we have a piece of a treasure map that we can buy for 500 gold, and I'm going to take it. Eventually there are also pirates and sailors that you can deal with. We start out with just sort of trade ships, but eventually we will build military ships, just ships purely for cannons and like doing escorts and harbor patrol and that sort of thing. The counting house, we're not really going to deal with this right now. It's a warehouse, and you can set up an automated thing so that it will stockpile goods and sell them or buy them from market, and you can use them with your ships to come pick them up and then sell them in another city. Again, I'm not going to get into the automated stuff right now. So anyway, let's go out of Lubeck, and I'm just going to come over here to Rostock. And you can just access the market straight from the world map here, and this is probably where I'm going to stay most of the time. However, it is a good idea to go in to towns once in a while because they do have quests as well. At this point they do not. Let's see, they also do the hemp, but as you can see they don't have very much, so price goes up right away as soon as I try to buy anything. Honey is a good thing to get from them and then sell in Lubeck, and they will take salt, so I don't want to shortchange myself too much here, but I'll go ahead and sell a little bit of it since that's sort of what I bought them for. Tools are another thing to pick up here. Let's also pick up some more beer. And okay, so they don't have a lot else here.
Well done. You have sold your first goods. Now, earn enough money through trade to attain the rank of trader. You can see your current rank, grocer, at top right. If you listen to my tips on which goods are currently the best to trade, you will quickly rise in rank.
Yeah, so his tips are that we can get beer and metal in Lubeck and sell them in Malmo and Aalborg. Salt is also produced, which is very good in Aalborg because they produce meat. So you can then turn that around and sell that back in Lubeck. But there is a little diamond or triangle that we can set up right here between actually several different places. There are a couple different triangles that I will eventually set up. This is going to be a little bit slow to begin with just because I'm not going to automate everything, but later on I will, so we don't have to watch me go back and forth, because that's really all there is to do early on in the game. But later, as we build up our reputation and such, I can also build my own settlement. I can earn that privilege. So again, nothing here because it's early game, but they will take hemp here, and I can sell all of it at a very good price. And you see that my reputation went up because they didn't have any, and it was really in demand here. Same with the honey. I get that up. What about the salt? Let's not sell all of it, but you can see I can sell it for much higher here than in Rostock. Now, what else? Cheese. Cheese was something, but they don't have very much of it. Cheese is something that we can turn around and sell in Lubeck. So let's get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. The important thing that Malmo produces are these build goods, because you need the wood and the bricks in order to produce ships as well as your buildings, and so they are highly in demand, and they are a very good thing to trade in early on. Sadly, they don't have very many there. They do have a lot of bricks. I don't want to buy too many though, because even though you want to get them at a good price, it's very hard. Like, it would be really hard to offload 160 of these, and they would just take up hold space. I could take them back to my storehouse and just sort of leave them there. And that might be a good idea, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Get 120. We're going up here, so I can sell them off that way, because they need them here as well. Yeah, I think it's just too early for many missions to appear, so I can just do it from the screen next time. Wow, yeah, see, I can't even sell that many of them here before the price goes way down. Of course, if I'm not greedy, I could just do a lot of that. Okay, wool is something we can pick up here. They don't have very much. Okay, let's get rid of my salt. They will buy all of my salt at a very good price. beer as well. And I'm going to buy a crap ton of meat because this is good anywhere. Okay, and then finally to complete the circuit, I'm going up here to Oslo. Historical event. What happened here? The church announced a Jubilee year. Alright, well, eventually we will get some more important events, like blockades and the rise of pirates, and that will have a rather large impact on what I can do. Okay, now this place is quite large, but there's not much in it. If I do raise enough reputation in a city, I can build a counting house in that city and work towards becoming sort of the patron of that as well, and I can just build an empire of businesses around, around this area. No, damn it, that's not what I want. There we go. Okay, well, I guess while we're here, these other info tabs sort of show what they produce and what they need, their prosperity rising, how many rich people and beggars they've got, and all that stuff. But this tab, the list of goods, also shows you the rate at which they are consuming goods as well as producing certain goods. So, like, they've got a really good production on the mead as well as some building materials. Come to the trade, come to the trade. I guess they're okay. It's really finicky that you have to have your ship selected before you can interact with anything. Even though it's in harbor here, you have to select it before you can do stuff with it, and that's kind of annoying. Okay, I'll build, or buy some wood rather. Well, I'll get a little bit of that because that's good. Buy a lot of mead. I'm out of money. I need to sell the stuff I've got in my hold first. Okay. And we'll buy some fish. Fish are a good thing to buy here. I don't have the money. Let's offload the meat. You can see I can get quite a good price. So later on, transporting meat between Aalborg and Oslo will be a good thing. Did I just see they have wine? You don't want to buy out everything in a town, because if you buy them when they are in the red, or if you buy it, like if I bought it all and turned it into the red, it would actually lower my reputation in that town. And certain sections of the world here produce different things. So like if we wanted the wine, we'd have to come down here, and if we wanted a lot of cloth, we'd come over to the British Isles. Oh, and this goes down to the Mediterranean. We have to have a certain reputation before we can go there, but the Mediterranean is where we will pick up good things like spice. So I'm going to go back to Malmo, even though that's a rather long jaunt down there. And I will pick up some more of my building materials. And we'll drop off a lot of the expensive... Wow, now they have a really good price, for some reason, on salt. But they don't have that much, because if I just buy 5, they're already down to almost nothing. It's strange. It really lowers the price, or raises the price and lowers the supply just by buying that few. Because they need that much, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of quite a lot of that. And all of my fish. I'll buy some cheese. And let's get rid of some more, not that many. I want to keep the price really good because we have to get 80,000. So let's go to Lübeck again. Now, you can see these little icons beside the towns showing what they need at that moment. And if you are selling that good, you can sell all of it at the price shown because it is in that much demand. Pick up some hemp here again. Pick up some more salt. Pick up a lot of salt, I guess. Drop all that off. We should buy the beer in stock. There. Okay. So I've got a little bit here. I can turn around and sell that here. Oh, let's just get rid of that stuff. It's going to be in my hold forever otherwise. Buy some honey. So, I'm not getting a good price that way. Again, early game just doesn't have enough. But later on, as the computer builds various production buildings and all that, then trading does sort of become a little bit more lucrative. Let's go down here. Let's just see. Nope, they don't have any. No quests. They're producing hemp, but not enough. They produce honey. Another thing they produce here, though, in this town is pitch. And this is useful for building ships. They also have a little bit of spice. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. I can sell them a lot of beer. So, a little bit of that. I've got way too much salt, but again, I should not be selling it over here. I should be taking it up to the northern territories. So let's stop off at Malmo on the way here. Buy some wood. No, wood is actually low here right now. Buy just a few more of that. I don't want to buy too many again. I just gotta make sure I'm maintaining a balance. And wow, I can't sell anything here without losing some money. There we go, get rid of that. I really should be working on building my reputation in Lubeck rather than everywhere else, because I've got 16 in Malmo right now, and only 31 in Lubeck. Considering I started out at 25, could be better. Okay, we're almost to the 80,000 mark. So all of those bricks. I just got a new rank. Sell all my honey, all my salt. I guess I can sell off a bunch of those and buy a bunch of meat. If I buy some hemp, I can sell that up north.
Excellent. You are now considered a trader in many cities, and the Lubeck Guild has also noticed you. Your social rank is opening doors to many new possibilities. Yet, there is another thing just as important to your career: your reputation in a city. You will need an excellent reputation to acquire privileges from the guild. Now, go and improve your reputation in Lubeck, and pay attention to my tips.
Okay, so we're actually pretty close to getting that next goal. I'll just go ahead and head up to Oslo though, because I just bought some of that stuff. What I'd actually intended to do is buy some wool before I left through there. Okay, so they've got a lot of wood now. Well, not a lot. Not enough that I can buy a whole shipload full of it without the price. Actually, prices are terrible here. We do have to compete against the computer. There are actually several computers that we have to compete against, so they're all trying to buy the goods at the best prices and sell them in various ports. So clearly we're just sort of behind somebody. How do I find out about all that stuff? Well, anyway, I won't worry about that now. Let's head back to Malmo, see if they've got some building materials. We'll head back to Lubeck. And there we go. Well, still not enough. Not a lot, rather. They do have some wool. I think that's way too much wool. Again, I shouldn't be selling this stuff here. I should be selling it back in Lubeck. What is the price? You can only see the current prices in towns where you have a ship or a counting house.
I bid you a most hearty welcome to my beautiful city. As long as you behave and keep your nose out of my business, I'm sure we will get along splendidly.
Yeah. That is the guy we are competing against here in Lubeck, and he is also #1 in the league. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, the price of mead. Okay. So it's about comparable. We'll sell it back in Lubeck. Go ahead and sell all my fish. And I'll sell a good chunk of my meat. Okay, back to Lubeck. Well, I could sell all of that, but it's not a very good price. That's better. We got our rank up. I guess I could have afforded to sell some of that. I should buy some of this. It's very expensive, but it is needed in places. Okay, rank went up again. Reputation, rather. What are we at? 41, hooray!
You have improved your reputation in Lubeck. And I'm willing to bet that you have reached the limit of your convoy's capacity a time or two as well.
Well, no, I haven't.
You should therefore add another ship to your convoy now. Buy a new ship in the shipyard, or have one built.
Okay. Well, let's go back in here and see. We go to the shipyard. We can buy ready-made stuff, but they are expensive as hell. We can also have one ordered. So let's go ahead and do that. It's going to take quite a while, and this depends largely on the goods in town. So it is important, actually, that we sort of bring stuff in rather than relying on other traders to do so. So I'm going to assign that, and it will not be done for a month, provided that all the goods are available. And I just took a huge amount of my money. Usually it will take a lot longer than the listed time. I just came in here to buy, didn't I? Okay. Well, anyway, that is on, and there is someone here. Trainer in trade. Captain requires basic trade skills before he can use them on a trade route. I can teach him what he needs to know for 800. Really? I don't think I recall that. I think this is a bunch of crap. We'll do it anyway. Hooray! Okay, well, let me see. Huh. Well, I can't see all of the other people currently. Oh, I guess, well, here, but there should be a list somewhere showing, like, the actual pictures of the people in the area. Anyway, so clicking on the town hall here allows me to run for various ranks and offices and such, but I need to have a certain reputation, and right now I'm sort of at the bottom of the list, and that guy, that Wendell here, is at 100%, and he kind of runs the place, which is annoying. But the guy who is currently mayor has 79%, so if I want to run against him, I at least need that kind of approval rating. Again, I can build that up by buying buildings and stuff, but the tutorial hasn't had me do that yet, so I'm going to wait on that. And in fact, I think that's enough for this first episode, so I'm going to end this one here, and I'll see you next time.